Hey YouTube, Helsing Rocks AGF here with a Christmas pickups video. Now this isn't everything I got for Christmas, and not everything here I did actually as a Christmas gift. Some of it I bought myself, but it's been around Christmas time, so I'll just kind of lump it in here. I'm just going to start off with some non-gaming stuff here. My bass player in my band got me an album, The Meat Puppets, Too High to Die, which is a very good album. And then my friend, my drummer in my band, got me Less Than Jake's Hello Rock You. I actually have the album from the first print run, but this is like a re-release on a different record label. It's on Sleep It Off Records and not Capitol, and it's got a nicer case, and it comes with a DVD of them performing the entire album live, and it's a promotional copy that was sent to radios. And then my mom got me a couple Beatles albums here. Got the White Album. These are the new, they're not new now, but the reissues that they came out with a couple years ago. Very nice. I really like the texture here on where it just says the Beatles. So I got the White Album, which is also just called the Beatles. Great album. And Abbey Road. Again, classic Beatles album. My friend actually gave me all of their music a long time ago, but I just actually recently started getting the CDs. I plan on getting them all. And then I got a Blu-ray, WWE Raw 100. My mom got this for me for Christmas. It's the top 100 moments in Raw history. About, I think I stopped at number 50. It's pretty good so far. And I can jump into games here. I'll just start with some random mismatches of stuff here. Got a couple Game Gear games at thrift store. You got Bonkers Wakes Up. I've never played any of the Bonkers games, but it was like $2, and I've heard of them before. Decided I would give it a chance. I can't get it to work. I think it might just need cleaned. I haven't tried cleaning it yet. But yeah, it just like stays, makes my screen glitch up. But I'll give it a try later. See if I can get it to work. And then we got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie. I had this on the Genesis a while ago, and it's a pretty fun little beat 'em up. If it's anything like the Genesis one though, it doesn't really have anything to do with the movie. Another game I just took a shot in the dark on for $1, Pac-Man 2 The New Adventures. I was expecting it to be like Pac-Man, but it's like a point and click adventure game, sort of. It's really weird. I actually got this for my fiance for Christmas. I only seen one copy of it in the last 3 places I looked for it. So you got Gabrielle's Ghostly Groove 3D, published by Natsume. I'm not sure if they developed it or not. Looks like it's like they did develop it. It's a music rhythm game where you play as Gabrielle, and there's a lot of customization. And it seems like a pretty fun game. I've watched her play a bit of it. It's pretty cool. And for Christmas, I got Paper Mario Sticker Star. I've never played Paper Mario myself because I'm not really big on RPGs, but since I heard this one wasn't so much on the RPG side, I decided I would give it a shot. I do have Thousand Year Door on the GameCube, but I never played it. It's my fiance that plays that. I just started it up. I'm not very far into it yet, enough to give it any real thoughts on it. Again, for my fiance, I got her a game, an RPG on the Dreamcast. She got actually quite a few games here. We got Skies of Arcadia. Now, she used to play this game a lot on the demo discs back in the day, but never actually had it because her parents let me buy a lot of games, and they didn't get a Dreamcast really until about when they stopped really producing them. So she's played the demo a lot, and I figured for Christmas I'd make it a really special one and get her Skies of Arcadia. It's complete, and it's actually the second time I bought it for. The first time I bought it for, neither one of the discs worked, and the seller didn't accept returns, so that kind of sucked. But here we go. I've got this game for the Xbox here that I just took a random shot in the dark on. Haven't played it yet, but it looks interesting. Midtown Madness 3. It kind of looks maybe like Burnout. I don't really know. But it looks like it looks like fun, so I'll give it a shot. It's a trio of quartet PS2 games here. Most of them are RPGs. Groundia 2, found this at GameStop for cheap, and the PS2 games were buy 2 get 1 free. This one I actually didn't get at GameStop, but a movie rental place was going out of business, so I picked up Jak and Daxter for like $3. It's complete. Now this next one I'm sad about. I have to actually return it in a couple days. It's Suikoden 3. I was really excited to get this from my fiance, but when I got home, it was like 40 minutes away, and I didn't notice it when I was gone. But the disc is actually disc rotted. You can order it to the light, you can see the disc rot, and it doesn't work at all. That makes me sad. But then the last game I got was Wild Arms 3. It was like $1.99 or something. It didn't have the case, but I've heard a lot of good things about Wild Arms, so I thought I'd pick it up. And last year I dropped by a movie rental place, and I got Guitar Hero 5. The case kind of has a little tear right here, but I'll find another case for it sometime. I've been wanting this one for a while. It's alright. Not one of the better ones, really, but had to have it. And then I got a stack of PS3 games here. My PS3 collection really got a big wow. Here's a game I actually bought for the PC, Alpha Protocol. I bought it for the PC, and I couldn't get my install code to work. It kept just loading, like trying to activate it and activate it. It would never give me an error. It would just never stop. It just like got stuck in a loop. So I actually gave it to one of my friends, and I just picked it up on the PS3. It was $5, and I've heard some pretty good things about it. I've heard some mixed things about it as well, but for the most part, I understand it's actually a pretty good game. My fiance got me this for Christmas, Devil May Cry HD Collection. I love Devil May Cry. It's probably one of my favorite series of all time. I've been wanting to get this since they first announced it, and she grabbed it for me. I'm really excited to play it, and I haven't got a chance to play it. Another cheap $5 game I got at GameStop, Golden Axe Beast Rider. I almost said Raider. I haven't played very much of it yet. I've got a lot of games, so I haven't really had a chance to play much of it. It kind of seems like God of War, really. Not as complex as God of War in terms of how combat works, but I think the game's pretty good. I know it's not really like the old Golden Axe, so it got pretty slammed in the reviews, but it looks pretty fun so far. You get the Sonic Ultimate Genesis Collection. I don't really have much to say about it. It's Sonic Ultimate Genesis Collection with a bunch of really good Genesis and some Master System market games, so good measure. Next up is probably the game I've been playing the most out of all these games, or at least the second most. That's the Sly Collection. I had Sly 1 on the PS2, but I never got very far into it. I got stuck early on. But I picked this one up for like 20 bucks. It's actually on my PS3 right now. And I gave it another shot. I'm farther already than I ever got into it the first time around, and I think I really like him. Can't wait to play doing great. And the last actual game that I got is Yakuza the Dead Souls. I've been wanting to get this since it came out. I just never felt right paying 60 bucks for it, but I did grab it for like 20 bucks, so that made me happy. I actually beat it. I'm going to be going through it, just playing through it on higher difficulties and getting more trophies and modding my weapons and stuff like that. It's a pretty fun game. I was a little bit worried that I wasn't going to like it because I don't really like the zombie games or games with a heavy emphasis on shooting, but playing as Majima and Yuji Goda was really fun, really great game. I can't wait to sink some more time into it. Hopefully Yakuza 5 gets localized. And last up is actually a console, sort of, a new console, sort of. We're selling these at the dollar store. I know some of you guys are familiar with the Atari Flashbacks, published or put out by AT Games or AT Games, but they also did a Sega Genesis one. It's called the Sega Genesis Classic Game Console. It comes with 80 games and 2 wireless controllers. I'm going to do a full review on this later, but they were selling them on Amazon for like 60 bucks, that's the MSRP, and I did not feel comfortable paying $60 for them, but a local dollar store had them for like 35, and I felt much more comfortable paying 35. It comes with 40 Sega licensed games. I'll just name off a few: Alex Kidd, Enchanted Castle, Alien Storm, Altered Beast, Columns, Comic Zone, Echo, Sonic, Clicking. There's quite a few of them, and 40 kind of homebrew, kind of generic plug-and-play games. So I figured, it's like not even $1 a piece for each one of the Genesis games. The system itself is really tiny, and it actually plays real Sega Genesis cartridges. I haven't got a chance to use the controllers yet because they take AAA batteries, and I don't have any laying around, so I have to go wait so I can pick some up. But it does support official controllers, as well as, like I said, real the official Genesis cartridges. It says it has limited compatibility, but all the games I've tested so far have worked. A big issue with it is the emulation, gameplay-wise and graphics-wise, is fine. The games run smoothly, they play just fine. But audio is where it gets a little ooh. If you've played the Sega Smash Pack collection for the Dreamcast, you know that the audio emulation isn't quite there. Music's a little lower in pitch than it should be. So it's the same way here, the audio's off pitch, it's not correct. For me, it's not too big of a problem. I'm not familiar with a lot of Genesis games. So if I played Sonic 1, 2, or 3, I would know the music, and it would bother me that it was off key and the sound effects. But since there's other games on here I've never played before, so I don't know the music, so it doesn't really bother me. But you know, if you're really into Genesis games, the music will bother you. It does only support mono audio, but you can you know, you can get an adapter to make it in the stereo. It's really tiny, takes up very little space. Overall, it's definitely worth it. I'd probably more use it as if you want to go on a road trip or somewhere, you want to bring a game system, grab your little Genesis. It's honestly this big, and it doesn't have a big power brick. It's got a small power cable, small audio cables. Just throw it in a bag, you know, and you can play some Genesis beat 'em ups or some hack and slash games and have a good time. But guys, that was my Christmas pickups video. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and if you'd like, post what you guys got for Christmas down below. And I'll be seeing you guys later.